Hello, everybody. Tonight, I just want to take a few minutes and do this video. It was requested or recommended by one of our group members, and I got to thinking about it, and really, it's a powerful tool. Now, recently, I just created this NMKL Trader Futures Trading Journal. Okay. Now, I want to just talk a few minutes about why journaling your trades is important. It's really habits that any serious trader is going to develop. And I want to take a couple of minutes and just share with you why. Okay? And then I'll kind of go over this journal that I created and put it in there. This is a very basic journal. If you're good with Excel, you can play with it, do some bar charts and graphs. But there's some key things in there that I want you to pay attention to. All right, so let me just kind of talk about why it's important. First of all, it's going to develop self awareness, it's going to help you improve self awareness. It's going to help you identify your strengths and weaknesses. All right, it'll help you find patterns in your decision making, including emotional triggers like fear, greed, or grudge trading. You've heard me use that term before, or even impatience. I just got to get into that trade. You know that market is falling, and I got to catch that falling knife. Okay, it helps you improve and understand where your strengths and weaknesses are in these areas. Okay, that's number one. Improve self-awareness. Number two, it really helps you track performance. Okay, a trade journal lets you trade, or it lets you track what's working and what's not over time. You can go back and take the data and you can analyze it. You'll see which setups, possibly which strategies, even time frames, okay, are consistently profitable and which ones lose money. Now, for futures traders, we trade the 1 minute, but if you start trading, swing trading and doing some long-term trading, this can also help you as well. So you get to track performance, and that's where this is really key, because a lot of people don't like journaling. But you know what? How can you own a business if you don't track your income and your outgoing costs? Okay? Think about it. Thirdly, it's going to build discipline. Journaling forces you to stick to your trading plan and be intentional with each and every trade. Okay? It's going to reduce that impulsive or revenge trading, um, because you'll have to record it and review your decision. That's why journaling helps you build discipline. So we don't just jump back in. You start looking at, well, here's my balance, here's my P&L for the day. Do I want my loss to get worse? Do I want my P&L to go up? So we start to look at that. Do I really want to get in on the wrong trade? So on and so forth. You see where I'm going with that, okay? So it helps build discipline. Fourthly, it helps you, and this is where I hope we divest and we start journaling as we're trading the market trend system. It enables us to optimize our strategy better, okay? Let me give you a little bit of feedback on that. By analyzing your journal, you can refine your strategy with the market trend system. For instance, which markets are working better for me, okay? What time of day is best to trade that particular market? You'll see the times, okay? Which indicators or setups have the best edge? Okay, is it the open of the market? Is it towards the later time of the market? Is it the Asian session on gold? There's 1,000 questions I could ask right now, but it helps you narrow in to optimize your particular strategy utilizing the market trend system. Okay, you'll find out which indicators or what setups are best for your particular trading situation and you'll grab an edge. What kinds of trades yield the highest reward to risk ratio? Okay, like for instance, the NQ moves more than the ES does. Gold moves more than silver. Okay, so you start to see which one's going to give you a bigger payout. Also, you got to figure out which markets, what tick size, or what's the dollar value for point size in the futures markets. Okay, you'll also learn how different market conditions affect your results. All right, like news. So, back to number 4, it enables strategy optimization. Now let's move to number 5. If you're writing these down, I'm going to go ahead and also put these in a Word document or a PDF file and also put them in the training room. Okay. Also, number 5, it reduces repeated mistakes. Seeing your past mistakes written down, especially if you include screenshots with your journal, some people do, you're going to be less likely to repeat these issues when you've analyzed the cost of each one. Okay, so you reduce being repetitive. All right. It also helps with psychology and confidence in trading. On bad days, reviewing successful trades can rebuild your confidence. If you have a $5,000 day, that's really going to make you confident. If you have a bad day and you lose $1,500 or $2,000, it will keep you humble. So, on good days, it reminds you to stay humble and consistent. So, just focus on the journaling, and this will be this is going to be key. Okay, if I was to ask you how's business, the first thing I would ask is let me see your journal, not show me the trades that you've made. Okay, your journal will tell everything as long as it matches everything in there is entered correctly. All right, let's move to number 7 here. It's essential for funded trading accounts. Okay, if you're going to be doing a prop firm, once you're done with your evaluation account, you want to require consistent trading and defined edges. One of the things that some of these prop firms do is they ask, how do you trade? Okay, and they want you to explain to them how you trade before they actually fund you. So journals will help you demonstrate that you're a disciplined, rule-based trader, not a gambler. And that's what these prop firms are looking for. Okay, so that's why I throw number 7 in here. It's essential for trading funded accounts. Really, because if we're trying to do Apex, Top Step, Profit. There's another one, Profit Trader, I think. Anyway, any of these prop firms out there, if you're doing a Forex prop firm, stocks, whatever type of prop firm you're trying to get funded through, just journal. It shows discipline, shows you're rule-based, and you're not out to gamble. And it will get you a long ways down the road. All right? So, now what I want to kind of do is just shift a little bit and share with you what should be in a good journal. Okay? Now, I've basically created a shell that you guys can use, and you can improvise on it, but I wanted to just kind of give you the basic things I'm looking for here. Okay, very simple. What day did you trade on? You put the date in there. Okay, everybody has to put a date so you know what day you actually traded on. Time. What time of day? Okay, and what I would recommend here is that you use Julian time. When I say Julian, I'm talking about Greenwich Mean Time, GMT time. So you, unless you want to use your local time, but stay consistent with whatever pattern you're using. Okay. Now inside this journal, I also have the symbol listed. because you need to know what instrument you're trading on. Even in here, I went in and kind of built a drop down menu for you, for the different markets we trade here at NMKL Trader. All right, direction. What are you doing? Are you buying or you're selling? Okay, these are all good things that you need. Your entry price, your exit price. Now, these are things that you want to make sure you go back into. If you're using Apex and Tradeovate, you could go into Tradeovate and you can grab all of this information. Okay, it's kind of hard to pick it off of TradingView, but it's there. Your size. Okay, what's the size of your trade? How many? If it's contracts, how many contracts are you using? If it's lots, because you trade Forex, how many lots are you using? You see where I'm going with this, because this data is crucial. Okay, your P&L. All right, what was your profit and loss for the day? Okay, keep a running balance on your account. Now I want to move into a couple of questions here. That this is where the self-evaluation comes in. Now I'm going to put a setup name here. For the most part, it's going to be the market trend system. I hope that's what you guys are using. Or if you're trading just another strategy as well, please put it in here, because journaling is key. Now, if you've been with me before, I talk about 3 elements to a great trader. Okay, the first is have a good system. That's only about 25 to 30% of being a good trader, is having a great system to trade with. Okay, and then secondly, the next 30% is account management, and then the last 50% is basically the psychology of a trader. All right, so this journal kind of helps you stay out of trouble. It helps you with managing your strategy correctly. It helps you with account management, because this is account management, bottom line. Okay, and thirdly, it helps you keep your psychology in check. All right, that's why I believe that it's very key to journal. So these are the things I like to see your setup. This is going to be market trend system. Trade rationale. Ask yourself, why did you take that trade? Well, it was simple. The big trend and the little trend, or the micro and the macro, lined up. And it was during session hours. And I won my trade because of that. Okay? And then I want you to kind of rank your emotions from 1 to 5. 1 being you're really nervous, you may be fearful, or 5, you're really confident. Okay? So kind of give yourself a range there between 1 and 5 of from being fearful or emotional to 5 being confident. Okay? And that helps you understand what's going on during that day. Then in the column M here, I have mistakes. Write down any mistakes you made. Oh, I got in too early. Or I jumped the gun. I didn't let the candle close. Write those little things down, because those are crucial for you to go back and start to eliminate the things that caused you to lose that trade. And that's where you go. Remember, I talked about optimizing your strategy and your system. Why you need to journal? Well, that's when you go back and look at these mistakes. There you go. And then over here in the notes section, write a plan to better yourself. Maybe I'd put over there simply a note to self. Wait till candle closes. I mean, I'm just using silly little terms, but these are the things that daily get us in trouble. Okay? So, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this tonight, but, you can take screenshots and you can put them over here. We talked about emotional state, outcome, and post-trade reflection. What are you thinking? You can put that in your notes section. What are you thinking at the end of your trade? Okay? I wanted to share this with you just a little bit, because in the future, when I start working with people one-on-one to become better traders, this is the first thing I'm going to look at. Is I'm going to say, look, can I please see your trade journal? And then this is going to be one of the most valuable tools you can pick up. Okay? So please, if you're not journaling, start journaling. It's going to help you down the road. This is Nate. I hope this has been a very beneficial and informative video. And you guys have a good night. I'll see you in the trade room. Take care.